Well, everybody, it is that time, FlannelKat. Take it away with Fire Bam.
Oh, hello. Hello, I think. I've got my TV muted, so I don't think Fire Bam is ready. But hello, everybody. How we doing? I'm the lovely, delightful, delicious, and delectable FlannelKat. You may know me from such channels as Big Bad Game-A-Thon and Cuso Grande. I'm here to play Fire Bam for you. I want to show you real quick. This game is running on actual hardware. And if you've never seen this, and this is what the game was running on before, this here is an FTS disk. This is what this is running on. We're going to be swapping from side A to side B throughout the course of this, and it's going to be a lot of nonsense. Anyway, also, I'd like to point out that I have taken the disc out while it's running, which is fine too. You can do that. That's what the FTS lets you do. So I'm gonna get comfy and cozy, get my speedrun guide up and running because it has sweet, sweet maps in it that both Vonnie and I drew. And I'll give you a fun countdown. Let's get on new game so it doesn't actually try to load something. Let's see. What is my start button? Yeah, that's our timer. Okay. Ready? Oh, what's up, Heavy D? 5. No, come back to the title screen. Let's do 3. I don't know why it defaults that. 3, 2, 1, bam! Anyway, the first thing you do is change the side A, by the way. GG. You can't preset it to side A. Oh, also, I meant to give everyone a warning. While it is loading, it is going to make a loud noise, like a hissing noise of sorts. So part of this run is just knowing when to swap the disc. And right now, we're going to be running to the right and headed into the first dungeon. I am live swapping the disc, which is why you kind of see me running around haphazardly a little bit. It is now sitting outside the disc tray, but sitting inside the lip of it. So all I have to do is push it in when it says insert side B. If you put it in beforehand, it's just going to sit there and say insert side B and just wait for you forever. Anyway, this is an auto-scroller, and that gives me a little bit of time to talk about what the heck Fire Bam is. Fire Bam is a video game by HAL Labs. It is a little bit like we have Zelda 2 at home, but there's no overworld screen. The overworld is the area we just saw walking around in before. The plotline is the evil Domes, D-O-M-E-S, has turned your parents into lizards and kidnapped the world. Not the people in the world itself. So we are going through these dungeons trying to rescue pieces of the world. So as soon as this fight starts, I'm going to eject the disc. This is a terrible start because I didn't get up right away. And we're just going to hit this guy. His name is Nigon. Boom. I'm flipping the disc to A and waiting to put it in. Boom. Yeah, the evil Litra has kidnapped the world, and we'll see the Litra several times. So now we need 130 fire, which we should have some pretty close. Pretty close. Oh, cool. Disc error 28. That's fine. That's totally okay. So now the world is being freed. And we need about 30 fire, give or take. So we're gonna farm up a little bit of money. Those are drops of 10. Typically, I will not stop for anything less than drops of 3. The R is a half heal, which we don't exactly need. The chords on the FTS are so short. I have to like lean in, like I'm concentrating on a jump or something every time. Oh, don't go in town. Don't go in town. We may have to reset if we go in town. A little bit like Battle of Olympus, yeah. All right, so we're gonna buy that, and what that item does, it's a little contract, so people allow you to buy from shops. Yes, I understand you need to buy the ability to buy items from shops. That's okay. Try to jump that instead of just eating the damage. All right, so there are 6 auto-scrollers and 8 dungeons that we're gonna do. That's the flow of the video game. So we're gonna buy the big sword, and the big sword is a game changer, honestly. So we're gonna go left, and we're probably gonna get murdered by an enemy I lovingly call Knife Giraffe. But let's see how it goes. And if it kills us, if we die, we die. It's okay. Other things I want to point out in this video game. You don't have air control. You have committed jumps. You can kind of determine how you're going to jump. But for the most part, you are committed to what you're doing when you jump. So Knife Giraffe is going to kill us. It's okay. We've got plenty of BAM! I forgot to swap the disc while I was talking. All right, so we are headed towards Bafuda, is the name of this boss. So this auto-scroller has these birds with the green eggs. You can just kind of eat damage. I want to go into these boss fights with lives because they tend to be a little spicy sometimes. I also don't want to be up here. So now you can tell we're moving a little faster because of the wind pushing us. And when you go too fast with certain weapons, they no longer stick out in front of you, and you start waving them around, which makes them a lot less effective unless you start swinging. So as long as we have like 2 BAM or 1 BAM going into this fight, we'll be okay. And if anything, why won't you die? That's okay. Everything is fine except for the parts that aren't. These are auto-scrollers, and let me tell you how, like... I wanted that. That was a half heal. Alright, so this is Bafuda. Sometimes we call him Big Luke. It's okay, we died. We've got plenty of BAM. There we go. Swapping the disc, waiting. Let's go. So now when this auto-scroller ends, we're gonna hold right. And every time you kill a boss, you get a life and 100 fire, as long as you pick up the thingy. So now we're gonna grind to 230 or so. It's not gonna take very long, depending on how, you know, if we ever get a bigger drop than 1. And all you need to do up here is run back and forth. Your sword will, you're not gonna be able to move fast enough to make your sword wave around. We need 230 fire, so we want those big Fs. We want those Fs in chat, y'all. As well, every time I pick up a B, the letter B, I'm gonna be really excited. And I want Bs in chat when we pick up the letter B, and I will be sure to mention it. Alright, almost there. We can theoretically stop grinding because we'll probably get the money we need on the way, but I don't wanna. Alright, 230. Yeet! So we're gonna enter town. Alright, so town as such is arranged very specifically. So we're gonna go to the first door on the left, which is gonna be the shield shop. It's gonna have little nubs on it. That's how you know it's the shield shop. I'm gonna not buy the wrong shield like I did in practice earlier. We're gonna equip this shield, and it's gonna do something really cool for us, and you'll see what it does when we get outside into the world. The weapon shop has a knife on it, and the item shop has a fancy roof. Alright, so we're gonna go in this first door on the right. We have a projectile now. Game changer. Yeah, the loading is going through the capture. I can't help you with that. But I'm sorry. Alright, so we're gonna go right to the first auto scroller now. And I'm not gonna oh right, I had to swap the disc. Kat, what are you doing? You know how the disc swaps work in this game. I might be able to get a filter in here for when it's too low. Let me see how that does. So this we're gonna hold right, and we're gonna kill an enemy every time one gets low enough, and we're gonna hope that we get a B, especially near the end. Because whether or not this boss dies is not always up to us. What we did is we bought a red potion, which will it's gonna give us some extra hit points for this fight. Not a guarantee. Sometimes this boss just parks itself in your hitbox and says, "This is where I live. Have a nice day. Please take care." All right. It's got a noise gate now. All right, so we're gonna park ourselves in the back left. We're gonna shoot at it. We need to duck while we're jumping, which means we'll jump extra high. We're gonna keep hitting it until it gets a little too close. Like that. We're gonna turn the shooting shield off. And we're gonna pray. Oh, actually, we're gonna let it walk away. That sounds good too. Big fan. First try. No stress. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I could help. I'm sorry about that, everybody. All right, so we're just gonna go right into the next auto scroller. I'm gonna flip the disc preemptively while the world's loading. And we are almost done with our auto scrollers. We're gonna be going into 4, which in my notes here just says the worst auto scroller for avoiding damage. And you know it is, but we've got 3 BAM, so it's okay. Copious BAM. Alright, so we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna try to jump and shoot and kill these things before they hit us. Dying does not reset an auto scroller, it just, you respawn right where you died, more or less. Okay, that was our potion. I forgot we didn't even use the potion last fight. The A is the all clear. It kills everything on the screen. So basically what we're doing is we're doing the auto scrollers to help release the world, and then we're gonna and also get some money, and the more auto scrollers you clear, the more gear shows up in shops. So we're basically getting ourselves ready to play the game. But also you need to do these, it's required. Oh, the R! The R is a half heal, but you know what, that's okay. Alright, disc is out. This is gonna look familiar, and then it's gonna not. I'm flipping the disc while it's bouncing around. You can theoretically fight this with just melee and not ranged. The range is gonna take a while, but it's gonna be safe. So what we're gonna do when it's gonna land, we're gonna jump to bait it into the air. It's gonna bounce 3 times and land on the ground. And then we're gonna take some swings on it when it lands on the ground. Now, the controls in this video game, because I did see a little bit of chat mentioning how they work. It is your standard, like, you know, attack, jump kind of deal, but the momentum, it's not quite fire rock, but it sure is fire bam. Especially because we're going to be going through dungeons that have ice floors, we're going to be going through dungeons that are dark, and also you do have committed... Uh-oh. You do have committed jumps. And they commit to whatever trajectory you are going. I don't want to die here because this is going to be a huge time loss. Please die, bouncing Nigon. Okay, they shouldn't be very long for this world unless we take a hit and die. Boom! Alright, so now we're gonna see the Litra for the first time. The Litra is the thing that kidnapped the world. I put up hand quotes there and I don't know why. There's gonna be a brief flashing when it gets close on the screen. It's not that bad to look at, honestly. It's not like... It is full screen, but it's like color. But, like, things going black and white into color. You'll see. So we're waiting for the that. The Litra is this little lizard with a knife. We're just gonna follow the Litra and shoot it in the butt. Alright, so the Litra's dead. We're gonna now when you fight the Litra, nothing spawns in the world. So we're gonna run right to town and get ourselves a cool weapon. So we're gonna see the weapon shop, and what did I say about the weapon shop? The weapon shop is the building with the knife. And I think I'm pretty accurate. It's got a knife on it. There we go. We now have a crossbow. We're gonna go squirrel hunting. Possum, according to the manual. Alright, so we have a crossbow now, which honestly is pretty cool. We're gonna try to get a little bit of speed. Okay, fine. Walk away. Fine, game. Be this way. I just want it to be cool with my crossbow. You can, like, kind of time your jumps as you traverse. And you'll, like, shoot these things as they spawn in, but... You know what? Fine, video game. We won't do it that way. B! Let's go! He makes you invincible. S is even better sometimes, but now we've lost the B. But we do have a crossbow. The best part is you can melee things with the crossbow and it deals less than nothing, as far as I can tell. I have never seen anything die from getting meleeed by the crossbow. Oh yeah, you're going so fast, if you hit back, you just skid on the ground. Alright, so we're gonna fight the possum. Now there's wind in this screen, and I'd like to talk about the wind very briefly. The wind pushes you, as you expect video game wind to do, right? However, when the wind pushes you in this game, it also turns you. which is less ideal. So we're gonna go hunt down the next dungeon. It's gonna be a really long... Change the side B, y'all. Kinda did look like Tapir. Alright. This one's a little spicier, but it's okay. This is the last auto-scroller. And if we get a B at the end, I'm gonna be so happy. But if we don't, this boss has 0 RNG, but it is unruly. Now, what's better than a... with it still being a possum, what would you give a possum to make it fight better? Or rather, be able to handle a fight a little bit better. A gun. Giraffe sidekick with a knife. Oh, don't do this to me. S. All right, welcome to Possum 2. This time it kind of does have a gun. And also armor. So there's a very specific pattern you can follow. You jump, wait for it to be about halfway over the screen, you jump again, you jump over it, and you jump again. And you have to duck while you're jumping there, or else you won't go anywhere near as high. Also, if you try to jump too soon, it turns around mid-jump, which is not something you can do. And will just absolutely demolish you. Also, the wind is pushing you around at the same time and trying to turn you around, which is why we're just putting ourselves in the corner and just swinging away. Okay. Please don't turn around, thank you. Minus I'm not hitting it enough times as much as I want. This is going exceptionally well. All right, this should be it. All right, that's the first 6 auto-scrollers. But however, wait, there's more. Guess who's back? The Lytra's back! We're gonna fight the Lytra a lot. Disc error 28. For every disc error 28, I'm gonna donate $5 to BBG. All right, so we're gonna put the crossbow on. The Lytra's gonna be back. We're gonna wait for it. Hello, our friend the Lytra. Oh, it's he spawned. Please don't turn around like that. You're very scary. You want to shoot it in the butt with the crossbow. Oh, the Lytra also like 2-shots you, for the record. So now we need 525 money. We don't have 525 money. Or 575 money. So we're gonna go into town. His fire is definitely money. I guess we'll buy the boots, and then we'll come back in a second. Welcome to Fancy Hat Town. We're gonna buy the wing boots, which are gonna make us walk slower, but they make us jump higher. we do need to grind a little bit of money. And I could have just... So the problem, I couldn't go into town because... Or I couldn't avoid going into town and grind before town because... Oh, good, an R when I'm missing 1 hit point. No. The problem with that is that I wouldn't be able to... Which money do I need? 350. No enemies spawn when you're... God, I'm tripping over words. I'm sorry. No enemies spawn after you fight the Lytra until you enter a building, so we had to go through a load screen anyway. B! I'm gonna show what's up to Knife Giraffe, actually. What's up now? I've got a B. Ow. My P ran out. Alright, almost there. 325 is what we need. Or 350. Actually, I could probably make this a little easier and quicker by jumping up on the roof and doing the same grind I do earlier. Yeah, actually, that's the strat now. We just have to get over Knife Giraffe, and I don't want to deal with Knife Giraffe at the moment. Alright, there we go. We have sufficient monies. Alright, now we need to buy a shield. And this game does have a save system. I have a save right here, actually. This was my backup save just in case things went really poorly. I have a save at this exact moment. Alright, we're gonna buy the cross shield. I don't exactly know what it does, but it sure is good at blocking things. Alright, so we're gonna go left and enter our first dungeon, y'all. Alright, we are gonna put on the jumpy boots. You see we move a little bit slower now? So we are in our first dungeon. You can theoretically do this without the boots, I think. I think you need them for dungeon 2. But... Alright, these dungeons don't have names, so in my notes they're just called Palace 1 through 7, but I did name them myself. So, this is... excuse me? So I did name it, Bappa's house. Nope, the bee's gone. Oh, 1 up. Also, I'd like to point out, when you're up against the wall and you hit jump, this is what happens. I'm holding the side. So we've got to collect keys and get through this dungeon. Hold on, I'm not paying attention. Okay, good. That's Bappa. That enemy right there is a Bappa. Up? No. Left. Nope, it was up. Up, left, down. So, some backstory on this. I might have said this already, I don't quite know. Rosentia invited myself and my lovely friend Donnie Vaughn on to Grudge Match, and he's like, oh, what do you all feel like playing? first, I think he tried to give us some accursed puzzle game. And I'm like, no. So, look at these drops today. It knows it's on camera. Fine, fine. Oh my god. There's the other key. So, okay, no, there was no puzzle game. I think Bonnie said he's up for something puzzlish, and I said no. And so I've got the Hardcore Gaming 101 book on FPS games. And I sat down to eat dinner that night, and I grabbed my book, and I'm like, let's see what I can play. I want to pick something that I've been meaning to play that I never really had an excuse to. And I opened the book immediately to a random page, and I opened it up directly to Firebam. So we raced Firebam for the hour. Vonnie won. Vonnie couldn't get Firebam out of his mind for like the next, I don't know, 3-4 weeks, months. Next month, I guess. And then we both went to Limit Break. And we spent all of Limit Break routing this game in the practice room. Like drawing maps, figuring out best practices, boss strategies, all of it. Alright, welcome to the boss of the first dungeon. It's Bafuda again, but they're bigger. So we call this Bigger Luke. Just stay right there, dude. Just right... Yeah, actually, that works great. You can stand on their little belly thing. Alright, so that's Palace 1 done. We're gonna go to Palace 2. I call it Tababo's Lair. We're gonna fall straight down. There's gonna be a dungeon right here. I don't want to go in this one yet. When you see the bounce friends, that means Knife Giraffe is coming. There's also bonus Knife Giraffe, but I have a crossbow now, so Knife Giraffe can eat it. Alright, so this is gonna look a lot like the other dungeon. They all kind of are blue until they're not. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what some of the other dungeons look like. Alright, so we go right. I don't like these little floor Roomba knife men. Because they don't, there's no like guarantee you kill them. Extra life? What is this? See, like, you just hit them like 7 times. Oh my god. Another bee. Alright, so we are gonna kill some stuff because with this luck we're gonna get a healing item out of here, and dying is not a fantastic option here. Yeah, cool. If you just want to like take a hit and like die anytime, that would be like super rad of you. Thanks, guy. Bye. Alright, so we're either gonna die in this hallway because one of these enemies refuses to die, or we're gonna get the health refill at the end of it. Okay, I think I figured out how to clip through the elevator. Fun, useful fact. Oh my god, there's the health restore too. Is this even randomized? Alright, welcome to Biggest Luke. This is Biggest before, So we had Big Luke, Bigger Luke, and Biggest Luke. Now if he just does me a favor and stands right there... He can just walk into your hitbox and stay there, is the thing. Scarab 22, let's go! This is being ornery today. Alright, so we've got another Litra fight, and this time we have to use the swingy bad thing. I don't think I ever equipped the shield. Disc error 28, that's a different disc error. Well, it's better than 23. Alright, so welcome to the next Litra fight. We're gonna put our sword on and hopefully we don't die. Hopefully we don't die. We don't want the Litra to turn around. Got him! Alright, it should be the only dungeon door in here. Someone's in chat putting the names of the disc errors in chat. Alright, welcome to Rudolph's Cave. And you might be out there asking, who's Rudolph? Don't worry. And for the record, aside from, like, Luke, most of these enemy names are in the manual. There's another one that's unnamed that we'll run into later, but... That's Rudolph. As named in the manual as Rudolph. Now, the thing with Rudolph, if you're, like, being a really cool speedrunner, you want to run up to Rudolph and headbutt his feet. And he'll die immediately, and you will take 1 damage. If Rudolph punches you, he will punch out half of your blood. Don't get punched by Rudolph. However, you can headbutt Rudolph and trade 1 hit point for a dead Rudolph. Alright, so this is more keys. We're gonna actually have some strategic key usage this time. And also have to do this with committed jumps that you can't control in midair. Shout out to Rudolph. Oh, where am I? Okay. So this, it's gonna respawn, but what you do is jump straight up and shoot it while it's in there, and then you can make a nice leap into it. That leads to a life. Okay, we're gonna go all the way down, and this elevator is really long. It's a really long elevator. Alright, welcome to Rudolph again. Welcome to Rudolph 2. No! Rudolph, die! I'll try to headbutt this Rudolph in the feet. Like that. Alright, we got the key. Now, when you die in a dungeon, you go back to either the entrance or the... Oh, don't... Oh, good. A B, when I don't want it. Look how much damage he punches you for. You go back to the last door you unlocked, or you go back to the beginning of the dungeon if you haven't opened a door. Basically, I get scared of every ledge I run into. Hey, A doesn't do anything when there's nothing else on the screen. Knife Drop, sadly, I think it might have a name in the manual, and I think that's the one that I just never bothered to read. Right then up. Sorry, this map, the map we drew is very neat and silly, but it's very confusing. This is not the right door. We go left. Left then up. Oh my gosh, is this another death warp that we could do? Is this worth it? Die, go back to that door we just opened? Oh, is Knife Drop named actually Mark? I think you're right. Maybe I do remember reading that. Alright, so we're gonna ride this elevator up very far. We're gonna go to the final boss of the game. Don't worry, we're not finishing 50 minutes early, but... So the only times you death warp are at the bottom of elevators. But while it's a great idea to try to death warp somewhere in an easier fashion rather than letting enemies punch you to death. Alright, welcome. Final boss time. Well, anyway, we're not strong enough to kill it. So the fun part about this is a scripted loss. You can't win that fight. However, despite being a scripted loss, the game does not hesitate to remove a life from you, and if you game over on that scripted fight, it does not complete the dungeon. Alright, let's go shoe shopping. Wait, the shoe store's over here. Oh, this is Mom and Dad's house. Alright, so we're gonna buy the fire boots and the thin boots, and those are the iron boots there. We don't need iron boots. Get ready for the glory that is the thin boots. You think you don't move fast enough? What about shoes that make you move 8 times as fast. Nope, we want to be in that. We want to be in this door. They also have an effect of, like, you don't fall in water. You can stand on water now. Welcome to trying to get out of these pits. It's not good. Alright, that was the water dungeon. That was one part of the water dungeon. Alright, this boss's name is Frost. You can jump on top of Frost and knife him in the face. I don't love that strategy. You can also sit here and just shoot him in the mouth. You do need to find the right pixel to hit him. Sometimes your stuff just bounces off of them. Alright, now the game is introducing dungeons with multiple parts. So welcome to part 2 of the water dungeon. This time with weird blocks that stop you from running for no reason. Oh, well, actually that was better than the alternative. Usually you just get stuck standing on that ledge. That went better than it usually does. Now this boss's name... This boss's name is Frost. This one you can't jump on. If you try to jump on this version of Frost, he will pick you up and throw you. Alright, now time for one of the trickier Lytra fights. It's going to be a two-parter, and you need the thin boots on, because it's going to be on like a weird horse. Alright, so we're gonna run. There it is. Alright, so we need to jump when we're going ever so slightly less fast so we can get on the other side of it. Remember, I've got no air control. At all. Alright, we've killed the horse. Boom! And the Lytra. Alright, now we just need to find the dungeon. You have no air control, so you just need to make sure you're running. Your movement speed is slightly less fast than the Lytra, so you can jump and clear it. Now, theoretically, you can buy air control. There is an item that gives it to you. We're just not going to do that. Not for a little bit, at least. And this dungeon's going to be unnecessarily hard because of it. Welcome to the fire lair. It's a lot like the water one. We have the fire boots on, which don't do a cool thing like make you move super fast. But they do let you walk on lava. I think that's kind of cool, too. Excuse me? Please die, fire mound? Usually you can just run into the fire mound and it's like, alright, I give up. Alright, so this, we don't want to get hit by these. I'll tell you, learning how to jump out of those little pits, a lot harder than you think. All right, next boss. This boss's name. Say it if you know it, chat. This is Frost. Hello, can you please take damage, please? Frost in a big pile of Kool-Aid. Frost is a Snow spin-off series. Alright, so nope, don't take the fire boots off. You will die in lava immediately if you take the fire boots off. We're gonna run into... Oh, that's more damage than I wanted in my life. Okay, just be perfect. Let's try. Probably gonna die right here. Oh, what up? Now we just have to do it again. Let's go. Okay, ready? Ready? Just be perfect! Alright, we're not out of the woods yet. We are now out of the woods. This boss's name is... And I'll just let you run with it. Frost, but with knives. Hey, can you open your mouth, sir? Sir? Sometimes Frost dies really quick. I like Second Frost also because he picks you up. Alright, so there's only one dungeon entrance on the map. At least I hope this is the right dungeon. I'm not used to landing directly on it. Oh, I don't want to be here yet. Oops. Sorry, I scrolled too far down in my guide. I want to make a purchase at a shop. Thank you. Have a nice day. One. Ow. I'm gonna put the slow jumpy boots on. We want the third door. Do not want knife giraffe. 2. I have 9 BAM. You can't kill me in a way that matters. Yeah, I think you can have more than 9. I'm not quite sure. Folks, we just bought air control. Look at this movement in mid-air. It's the future of video games. Anyway, let's go too fast to control. Okay, disk error 1 is I ejected the disk when it was trying to read it. Alright, welcome to the ice dungeon. Also, it's dark out and you can't see anything. So this is how it goes. We're gonna slide on the floor. Basically the whole dungeon. So the way that the ice physics work is it just automatically moves you forward. Oh, the snowman. Okay, so there's these enemies in here that are just these tiny snowmen. And when I tell you that these are the worst, I mean that these snowmen are just the absolute worst enemies in the universe. I'm sorry about that. They're just no fun to fight. They deal like 1 billion damage. And this elevator is really long. We're just gonna play it safe. That's a snowman right there. That's another one. Oh my god, an S! I forgot that there was a second one. Slow down. The S makes you invincible and move very fast. We need to get 2 keys in this corner of the dungeon without dying, and it's easier said than done. Now you can technically slide a little faster than this. The Japanese run I learned from goes pretty quick in here, sliding on the floor. But every time I do that, I die. So... And now when I say Japanese run, it's not a speed run, but they do have a deathless run on Nico Nico. And it's the only other playthrough of this video game I've seen other than something that like past videos use cheats for. Or, I think there's another long play out there, but they just grind everything, don't really have strats. Not task videos. Yeah, I had to go to Nico Nico to get, like, even just, like, how do I possibly fight this boss? I don't get it. And even then, that video has some boss fight strats that even I'm just like, this is too much. Oh, no, don't die here. I said, don't die here. All right, now we can die here. Everything is fine. Let's die. snowman, snowman, please. Mercy. All right, this boss doesn't have a name. This is, you can't see, I'm shrugging right now. So the strat is we're gonna put on this, we're gonna jump straight up, get hit into the corner so we can dodge, because if we walk forward or backwards at all, we're gonna be nearly uncontrollable. We just want to be in this corner and not move left or right. You know, that was really adorable. That was a really adorable boss. What if we just... I miss it. I miss it, y'all. I miss that boss so much. Well, they're back! You know, I really missed that boss. I hope there's another. Oh, we need our sword for this. I just got absolutely demolished by a snowman. Alright, let's go. At Mach speed. Too fast. I need you to put me in the corner, thank you. This time there's lightning. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so that's one of the most irritating bosses in the game. Because on the third phase, on the third time you fight it, if you don't kill it quick enough, it fully heals and goes back to the first phase. All right, time for one. I don't know if it's. I forget if this is the last Litra or not. But we gotta fight a Litra. It's gonna be this exact same fight as the last one. So we're gonna put on the runny boots and shoot it in the butt. It does fire a projectile, and if you don't kill it fast enough, that projectile will hit you in the back. Alright, waiting on the Litra. Hey, 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 hey. Alright, so we need to find the dungeon, and we need to go one door left of the dungeon. got that sword swing animation. Alright, so this is armor. I thought, foolishly, we can probably skip this armor. We're getting pretty good at this game, and like, you know, it probably doesn't protect you that much. I was so incorrect when I said we probably don't need this. It's the difference between getting 2-shot and taking like 4 damage. Alright, welcome to the Ice Gauntlet. It's a lot like the, what is it called? The Fire and the Water dungeons. Except it's icy. Ow, my toes. My toes. My toes. We still don't have iron boots, and we will never be getting the iron boots. Here's Bappa. There's 4 Bappa. Then you can book it again. You want to try to jump? Oh, there's a Rudolph there. There's an invisible Rudolph because we don't have the candle. Tend to like headbutt that Rudolph, so it's usually okay. What I really love about the ice floor stuff is that you're not really like... You're more just like picking a throttle for your character. You're not really like telling him to move to the right. It moves right on his own. You're more or less just picking the speed at which he slides along the floor. So the movement becomes like a throttle system at that point. So I'm tapping once to the right to move him a little bit further. Or a little bit faster, and then I slow him down and whatnot when the enemy is showing up. Yeah, the ice physics turn you into a car. Alright. I hope you like the pterodactyl. Now we've got to Benjamin Button him. Probably gonna kill me. Oh, maybe not. Let's go! Alright, all we have to do, there's one dungeon on the castle, all we have to do is beat the game now. Drop. This run has gone so far past my expectations. The fact I'm ending with 13 BAM in my inventory right now that I'm getting into the final dungeon. Basically, for setup, folks, this means we don't have much time left. Say maybe 5-ish minutes or so in the run. Alright, so we're gonna go home for the first time. Mom's alive. She yells magic sword at you. And now you have a magic sword. Dad is still a lizard. Anyway, the magic sword is big and hurts everything really nicely. I can kill Knife Giraffe for the first time with a weapon. She couldn't do it from the start because she was a lizard and they were hiding the magic sword in the floor or something. Alright, this dungeon is also dark, but it's not so bad. Look at this sword. These things, you can kill these things now. Previously unkillable. Why would you fight them? I don't know, but you can do it. I've never seen this dungeon lit up, for the record. Alright, we're gonna be seeing some old friends, but no Frost. We might die here. So the magic sword can hit things that were previously armored and whatnot. It's kind of incredible. And honestly, for like being the final dungeon of the game, it's a really nice dungeon. Like, it's a really simple, easy, and like gentle dungeon, unlike, you know, the other one. All right, Luke's back. Luke was the enemy that convinced me to go get the armor because Luke was nearly one-shotting me. All right, who's up next? Welcome back to Possum. It's Armor Possum. Except we're gonna stop trying to dodge it and not really care that much. We're just gonna swing the sword and hopefully it hits the possum. Alright, we got one more boss before the final boss, and guess who wants to guess it? It's not Frost. But one more, and it's a fan favorite. Rudolph is a regular enemy. Just Knife Giraffe in a room and a bottle of whiskey. Alright, we're headed into the final boss. Ow! The final boss door. We saw the final boss. It's Domes. D-O-M-E-S. You don't want to jump too much with Domes. Wait for him to punch, then jump. If you jump more than once between his punches, he will start overhanding you. And guess what? You can't hit him in the face if he overhands you, and he will hurt you a lot. Like that. I was being real mean to him. I'm gonna give him a second. Ow. No, no, Dad, no! We're just sitting on the other side of him. Let's go! Go. All right, we're doing it the slow way. 2 swings. Two swings. Don't love that. This is gonna be done. Also, the first thing it does when you beat the game is tells you to change the side of the disc. So that's gonna be like console world record, because I've never really run on console with a timer before. So hell yeah, go us. And now we're gonna watch our very involved ending, and I'm gonna eat a Sour Patch Kid. Off console on emulator, we did it in about an hour 9. But we can enjoy our ending now. Look at Mom and Dad, they exist. Also the front-facing sprite of Bam. Dad's got big what's his name? Martin Merkins energy. So, folks, this has been Fire Bam. I absolutely adore this game. And if y'all are looking at my timer, and you're just like, Kat, what are you even doing with that? I promise it's not me doing something weird. It's the actual cartridge, the box art for the game. But hey, thank you so much for hanging out today. I absolutely love Big Bad Game-A-Thon. This is my favorite marathon of the year, bar none. And I love being able to have something really cool. And I was worried I wouldn't have like any jank for y'all today, this year. And then this game fell into my lap, and I'm just so excited about it. If you want to start running this game or looking into the run, I need to actually put the speedrun guide on the website. But we do have a speedrun leaderboard. There's no like Discord because it's just me. Just reach out to me. I will help you as best as I can. I will tell you all the things. I will say this game is harder than it looks. You need to learn to speak its language for you to play it, really. Like how to do things, how to swing the sword, what the hitboxes are, and just it is a whole beast. Like I've given my notes to people, and I don't think a completed game has come out of it. But hey, I'm FlannelKat. I play a lot of variety of video games on my channel. Either pinball, I play pinball professionally. I'm currently like the 170th best woman in the world right now. like 3,000 in the opens. We'll get there. But, hey, sit tight, keep watching. We've got more Big Bad Game-A-Thon. This concludes the FTS Fire block, but there will be FTS later. And, keep it as real as you want, folks. I'm not your mom. See you later.